Hey everybody, Darren Hogg with Exquisite Exotics here. Today's video we wanted to talk about a requested video. So this was requested a long time ago and it's been on our to-do list forever. So we're finally getting to it, and that was a question we got on why do we name our snakes. So first off, I'm going to talk about why we do it. Just because we do it for this reason doesn't mean that you're wrong if you don't name your snakes. Lots of people don't, and that's perfectly fine. This is just why we do, so don't think we're trying to put ourselves up on a pedestal because this is why we name our snakes and you people who don't suck. That's not the plan here. It's just telling you why we do it. So I don't want to start opening up a can of worms and everybody's like, oh, they said that you're an awful person if you don't name your snakes. So anyway, let's get that out of the way. So why do we do it? For us, the snakes that we name are the ones that we're keeping and breeding, and we name them because we feel that for lack of a better words, to me, they deserve it to us, right? They're our breeders. They're important to us as a pet would be. So I wouldn't have a pet without a name. So in that case, I would name the snakes because they're important, and I feel like they deserve a name. I don't have any real good explanation other than that. It's not to be more efficient, because it's definitely probably not. I mean, calling an animal just by its genetics would probably be easier, or just a number, But I find that, it personalizes them. It shows for us, the ones that we're going to care for a long time. It gives them, and this may sound weird, but different snakes have different, and people are going to be like, this isn't real, but personalities. So we have one. We have
habits or whatever.
Or habits. Habits is a good way to do it. They are not all, but there are ones that are significantly different than others. Ones that we have to handle different. Ones that handle shedding different. Ones that are going to, as soon as you open the tub, are going to be lunging out at you for food if there's any chance there's food in the air. Other ones that you're like, I have to entice it for food. Other ones that we have one right now that you have to try to feed it twice. You feed it the first time, then you close the drawer, you wait like 2 minutes, you open the drawer, you try a second time, and she takes it every time. She won't take it the first, but you got to close the drawer, wait 2 minutes, open it, do it again, and she'll take it. They all get a little different, and having the names also helps us remember, which ones have those personality traits too. And we're never aspiring to be this huge 1,000+ strong snake collection. That's never where kind of our goal is to get. So in that case, it's not like we're trying to remember thousands of names. So that's my take on why I wanted to do it. Holly, do you have anything different or any other reasons?
No, I definitely think that some of them have, and maybe we would like to show you a couple of them and explain why we named them, or just show them. But there's a couple I would say that live up to that name, if that makes sense. So.
Okay. So let's.
You'll know what I mean when we talk like that.
Okay. She says you'll know what she means. Hopefully you do.
At least you will.
Okay. So let's go ahead and we're going to show you. We're not going to go through an entire snake collection. This video would be like an hour and a half long probably. Or our geckos for that matter, because our geckos have names. Actually, speaking of names real quick before we get into showing animals, the Crested Geckos have names. It took us forever to pick what kind of names we wanted for them. So, as much as they were our breeders, important to us, it just took us a long time to figure it out. And we have finally figured it out and got our breeder's name, but it was one of those things where we named a couple and then we're like, they don't really fit to what we want to do here. So we just, got names recently for them, all of them, and named them also. But let's take a couple animals here. We'll do some ball pythons, maybe grab a Crested Gecko each too and show them. Yeah. And we'll go from there. So expect video clips coming. All right, so here's our first two. Real quick before we get into what we have, we wanted to talk also about why, not just the why, but what the names mean. So we tend to name based on either traits of the animal, being what we call personality, traits of the animal visually, traits on the animal based on what the genes are called, or names of things we like. So shows we like, or shows we like. We'll say shows we like. So I have here our banana pied male who's been doing a ton of breeding this year. Let's see, where's a good spot? It's about right. Banana pied, and if you notice, he's extremely high white. He has a tiny little spot on his tail of banana, but mainly it's on his head.
No.
Holly's losing the snake.
No, come here.
Into the rack behind me. So anyway, so he's only got a little bit of banana on his head, and it reminded us of, we like Avatar, The Last Airbender, if any of you have ever seen it. There's a character on there called Zuko, has a big scar on his face. Guy with just color on his face. So this is Zuko.
Yes, and this very active, so early in the morning, male ultra male is Excalibur. I think in the beginning we wanted to really pursue ultra male hard, and so we kind of thought we would use, you know, the Camelot Knights of the Realm, the Round Table kind of idea. So we named him Excalibur, and we actually have a couple of others. We have like Guinevere, and we have Lancelot. So
Guinevere is a pinstripe pet ultramel, so another ultramel. Lancelot is
an ultramel het
pied.
ghost
And head
ghost
double
pied,
head ghost
yeah.
pied. Yeah.
So we wanted to go with that theme, and then we ended up not changing the theme, but we got a group at one time, and we ended up naming them after DC villains.
Oh yeah.
So we ended up changing it a little bit because you know, I don't think we could think of anything else.
We ran out of female names because they were all females. All right. Well, while Holly wrangles that snake, we'll get to the next ones. All right. So here's our next set of animals. So I have Inferno, who when we first got him was an extremely bright orange. He's definitely gotten to be a much lighter orange now than he was when we first got him. It's kind of hard to tell in the camera. Almost looks yellow in the camera, but it's more of a light orange. So Inferno was named Inferno because he has 3 genes. He has Orange Dream, Fire, and Yellow Belly. He was extremely orange, kind of bright and fiery, and had fire in him, so Inferno, bright fire Inferno.
All right. This one is one of our females. She's not quite to breeding size yet, so she's not breeding this year, but she is a leopard, clown, lesser. Sorry, it took me a second to form those together. She is named, I'm going to put a little bit closer.
Probably come back a little bit, there you go.
Show her patterning off. Yeah. And we named her Vixen after the DC character Vixen, because she's a shapeshifter that can shapeshift into almost any animal, and with the leopard look, kind of thought, there we go.
Cool. All right, next set of animals. All right, so here's the last of the ball pythons we're going to go over. So I have Leia. So Leia is my favorite animal in our collection, and of course the camera is definitely not going to do her yellows justice. She is, oh, there we go. You can kind of tell there. It's still not as bright as she is in person. But she is super pastel desert ghost. Currently my favorite looking animal in our collection by far. And the desert ghost stuff we fell in love with, and I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I've also am a huge fan of Desert Ghost, so we decided to give our Desert Ghost stuff Star Wars names. So, Leia.
And then we have our breeding male that is a Lemon Blast Yellow Belly Desert Ghost. Let me pull him up here. And
Pastel.
Is it pastel?
Pastel.
Blast? No, it's Lemon Blast Yellow Belly Desert Ghost. So Lemon Blast is pastel pinstripe.
There we go.
Yeah.
Pastel pinstripe Yellow Belly Desert Ghost is,
yeah.
That's my bad.
Can you see pretty well? He's very light.
Paying attention to Leia, not what
but
I was saying.
I know, but his patterning is really beautiful. He's been doing a fantastic job this year breeding. So this is Luke, and I know that sounds kind of like weird if you want to get really technical, you know, Luke and Leia, brother and sister, but it's just names. So, you know, it's
yeah, they're not brother and sister.
They're not brother and sister, but they are a breeding pair, and we're really excited about that pair.
Yeah.
They are so lively this morning. Hi.
All right.
So yeah, that's pretty much anything that has a some Desert Ghosts. We're probably going to add Star Wars. That's not everybody. We're going to probably use Star Wars a lot because we have already, but
yeah, anything
Desert Ghost is going to probably have a Star Wars affiliation.
Star Wars reference. All right. We do have another desert. Speaking of, we have another Desert Ghost.
The Soul Sucker.
The Soul Sucker Desert Ghost. World's first by Doug at Hissy Fit Reptiles.
Yeah.
So he, we bought him from Doug, and he's here. And then we also have Mara Jade, which is just another breeding Desert Ghost, straight Desert Ghost female. So All right, let's go get a couple Crested Geckos because we don't show them very often in our videos. All right, so we have our Crested Geckos now. We had a couple that we had named, and they kept their names, but we were trying to figure out what to name the rest for a while and couldn't figure out a theme. We decided to go Disney because we're both huge Disney fans, and we used to actually go to Disney like once a year. Well, we cut that back a little bit now, but so I have Mulan. Let's see if she'll...
My face out of the
Yep,
view.
there we go. I'll get mine out of the view too, so it focuses on her. Cover my face. Hold on. It wants to keep focusing on my face. There we go. So this is Mulan. She's not really flared up right now, but she's normally a lot darker than what she looks right now. She has, whoop, and there she goes. Give me 1 second to get Mulan back. She has an amazing back pattern. Holly, can you step out of the camera, please? Because it keeps focusing on your face. An amazing back pattern, if I can show it. There, kind of. Mostly focused on her. So there we go. Really see her back pattern there. Really clear, really clean up the dorsal, but lots of cream. Big fan of what she looks like. So she's started breeding for us, and then Holly has another one. I'll let her step into camera now.
Yep, and now she's getting ready to go crazy. So this is another breeding female that we have. Let me see if it'll focus on her. Hopefully that does. I'm, got old people eyes, so looking in the viewfinder doesn't really help me. But so this is Jasmine, and we had already established 2 females per enclosure for the breeding season. So of course there were already a couple that were named. This little girl is very dark, if you can't tell. So the name Jasmine kind of fits because Jasmine has that long flowing dark hair. So it kind of works out. And like Daryl said, they're not flared up right now. None of them are, but I mean, she's still pretty dark regardless. So I think she's very pretty. We definitely have some that we also want to show off, but they're in shed. So it makes much more sense to not show like the grayish dull skin.
We wanted to show off some of our amazing tricolor stuff, but they were in shed. So all right, we're gonna put these girls away, and then we'll be back to close out. All right, so there's just a handful of our animals, the names we gave them, why we gave them, and why we named. So hopefully this clarifies why we do it. If you do, great. If not, that's okay too. Just what we do and why we do it. Holly, you have anything else to add here at the end?
No, I do kind of wish we would have shared everybody because I feel like every name, we have a name for a reason, but don't have time for that.
Yeah, too many. All right, if that's all Holly's got, then all the YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe. If you're a new subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. We give discounts to animals when we first put them up for sale. They get put for sale on YouTube first. So if you're new here, go ahead and join. Talk to you all later. Hope you all have a great week. Bye.
Bye.